I see. Gaming. It's so hot.
Ladies and gentlemen, I need no introductions. You already know who it is. And I got Young Woj with me here today.
What's going on, everybody? Suit is good. Suit the dude. Back on the channel.
You can't get rid of him at this point. This is third time in a row. Three-peat.
I'm here to stay now. So, we wanted to get back to you guys. Some news broke as we were recording the Kawhi news. Some more news broke that Carmelo Anthony has been shipped out from Oklahoma City. Here's the full details of the trade. We have Dennis Schroeder from Atlanta and Timothy Luwawu-Cabarrot coming to the Thunder from the Sixers. The Hawks are going to get Carmelo Anthony and Justin Anderson, who's coming from Philly, and also a 2020 first-round pick from Oklahoma City. It's a lottery protected. Not sure what happens if they don't get it that year. And also the 76ers get a big man who can shoot. Mike Muscala, career percentage 37% from three. He will be joining the Sixers. So it was a three-team deal that got this done. So I want to ask right now, Simpson, what are your thoughts about this trade?
Yo, OKC was just trying to get some money out of this, man. So was a combined 73 mil, including the Dennis Schroeder. They got 11 mil out of him, and then it was 62 mil.
Yep.
Tax write-off, right?
Yeah.
Off of Melo.
Yeah. So with losing Melo and getting back Dennis Schroeder, the Oklahoma City saved $73 million in luxury cap or luxury tax and salary this year. So big save for them. The other great thing, they have a valid point guard behind Russell Westbrook now. Before last year, Raymond Felton played. Not a huge fan of the guy.
Yeah.
His peak wasn't what everyone expected. He hasn't lived up to what he should have been, but he's a decent backup. But Dennis Schroeder will put them over the edge, allow them to play Russell maybe at the two a little more, some more freedom off the ball possibly. So great trade for the Thunder, I believe. But we want to talk a little bit more about Melo and what might happen with his career going forward. So how do you actually see Melo fitting in with teams around the league? He's rumored to go to Houston, but what do you think his role should be moving forward?
Honestly, as the NBA goes year by year, they always want talent, young talent, because they can mold them into be whatever superstar they can be. It's basically like if you're playing what's that, franchise mode on 2K?
Right.
You always want to have like 2 or 3 bad years, and then you go ahead and you scout and you get everyone to be just stacked and young. So at this point, Melo's 34. He just turned 34. His, I hate to say it, his peak career was at the Nuggets. I feel that when he went over to the Knicks, it was hyped to the point where he just wasn't allowed to improve because he was the guy. Or at that time when Amari Stoudemire was there was like bumping egos.
Yeah, I agree.
So at this point in time, I think he's just going to have to be all right with the fact coming off the bench.
I mean, to that point, a guy in his draft, Dwayne Wade, matured, understood that he's not the same guy he was before. He's not Flash anymore. He can't give you 35 to 40 minutes a night.
Yeah.
He can really give you 15 to 20 good minutes a night, sometimes great minutes a night. So I think I agree that Melo needs to learn. He's coming off the bench on a minimum. However, news around the league is he's going to the Houston Rockets. It's almost a done deal at this point. So how are you feeling about that?
Yikes. Honestly, where's the defense? Where did it go? Rockets lost 2 huge players in Ariza and Mahmoute.
Yep.
And we already know Harden doesn't play D. I'm also trying to see how that would work out offensively as well, because Harden is a very big ISO player. Even though there's a lot of assists that he's had an amazing season, especially with assists, with his points, but in his heart, like in his game, is ISO.
His game is I'm trying to score.
That's a fact, and that's the same thing with Melo. He's trying to score. He can't really score as well as Harden would.
And I mean, I understand why the Rockets do it. With, like you said, with Ariza and Babmuse leaving, they have a huge hole at the 3/4 spot. But Melo would be a horrible fit only because he doesn't play defense, like you said.
Yeah.
I agree 100%. You know, Harden has either hard time playing defense or doesn't want to play defense. And Chris Paul, let's be honest, can't stay healthy. Short point guard. This has been the history of short point guards.
He's a money pit.
They come
honestly.
over 30 and that's it. He did get paid a ginormous amount of money, which I think if he would have taken a cut, maybe they would have been able to keep either Ariza or Mbamute. Maybe Mbamute and not Ariza because he did get a big chunk of money.
Yeah.
But, however, I don't think he's a great fit. I do believe he will go there. Like we said in previous videos, Houston is not a contender to me, regardless of if they add Melo or not at all. So, great trade for the Thunder and maybe even for the Hawks to get another first-round pick for a rebuilding team. That is great. They had too many point guards. Schroeder wanted to leave anyway, so you know they're checking all the boxes on their list.
And it looks like they're going to build on Trae Young, which we'll talk about in another video. So stay tuned for that.
But you know the Hawks, even though they're waiving Melo, they get a guy in Justin Anderson who can play maybe garbage minutes or some minutes down the road. Not a big contributor. Again, their big win was that first-round pick. And the Philadelphia 76ers get them a big man who could space the floor with Joel Embiid on or off, with Ben Simmons on the floor especially, playing the Ilyasova role he played last year. Shot about 37% from 3 last year. Career, I think he's 38%. He can make free throws 92% last year. Didn't take many of them, but he still made them. So definitely a good pickup for the 76ers as well.
Okay, and what are your final thoughts?
I think this was a great trade for every team involved. Each team kind of checked a couple things, or at least one thing off their list that they want in the upcoming season or may need to do in the upcoming season. So great job by all teams. Not sure, you know, how happy certain players are, but again, doesn't matter. Teams make the trades they want to make. What are your final thoughts?
At the end of the day, yeah, I agree with you. It's a business. And if business is booming, then we got to make some room. And I'm just kidding, but I just think wherever Melo goes besides the Rockets, he would have to come off the bench and be all right with that.
I agree. Like I said, he needs to take a page out of Dwayne Wade's book. Just learn that he's not the same guy. He can give 15 to 20 minutes, and that's that. So definitely going to be making more videos like this. We have some stuff coming up about Summer League, some winners and losers. So look forward to bringing that to you guys. You know, keep the discussion going in the comment section below. Like and subscribe if you like our channel and our videos, and definitely leave any feedback you have.
Hasta la pasta, baby.